Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Dr. Jane Smolnick. I'm a naturopathic doctor, and I wanted to share with you my personal story that's actually gone on for quite a few years on my electromagnetic sensitivity. I know many people are concerned right now with all the bombardment that we have of Wi-Fi, of smart meters, of cell phones and computers and tablets and um, 5G, everything. We are bombarded at this point, and it is something that is affecting everybody's health. So I want to share with you my story and what's helped me and some of the results I've experienced. So let me share my screen and I will explain more. Okay. So, as I said, I'm a doctor of natural medicine. I am based out of Asheville, North Carolina. I've also been a master herbalist for many years. I am a certified intuitive healer. I am a light therapy instructor for Solis Academy. I used to teach for many years using light therapy and frequencies for healing. And I teach the advanced certification course for that. I am also the founder and trainer of practitioners for the Biofield clearing system. So I've been in this holistic health field for probably about 36 years. I am also a mother and a grandmother of 9, believe it or not. So I want to share with you my story and tell you what I see in my practice as well as what's been helping people that I think might help benefit you as well. So this is my personal story, and I want you to know that this information here is not intended to diagnose, cure, treat, mitigate any kind of disease or illness. Please seek proper medical care for any and all reasons that you need, and consult with your physician or qualified healthcare provider if you are starting on a new program, of course. So that is important. So let me tell you my story a little bit here. So I've been using natural medicines, herbal medicines. I used to have a company, actually 2 companies that produced herbal formulas for many, many years. And what I started noticing a number of years back, especially when I was flying and traveling and teaching a lot, is I became more sensitive to electromagnetic radiation. I have studied this since the year 2000, so it's been 20 years now. And in my practice, I have helped people mitigate and reduce their EMF radiation exposure in their body. And one of the things I learned many years ago is that all major detox clinics around the country, we have to reduce the electromagnetic radiation in the body before the cells can properly detoxify themselves. So I have been using protection even on my cell phone and my computer and a number of things around my household for many, many years. So last year, exactly a year ago, one of the things that happened was they installed 4 different smart meters on the side of my condo. And all of a sudden, my body said, whoa, that is way too much for me. So I got a medical opt-out for mine. The problem was, very quickly, I could not sleep for the last year. I've had insomnia like crazy. And also within just a few weeks, my joints started hurting tremendously. And it was really getting very concerning. I never had joint problems before this. So it was getting very difficult to walk. My hands were starting to hurt. Everything was starting to hurt. What I'd notice is every time I would go away, I would actually be better. And I did a lot of studying on this and realized what happens with basically way too much electromagnetic radiation going on. I can get a number of different Wi-Fi channels from my neighborhood here. In my office, I can connect with 26 different Wi-Fi channels right in my office. So I'm actually moving, but in the meantime, I have been trying to find solutions to this challenge. So one of the things we did was, of course, we covered our smart meters, and that helped to a degree. I've also used a number of different products and companies over the years for EMF mitigation. So let me tell you what I'm finding. I recently discovered Nature's Frequencies, which is a phenomenal company, and I was thrilled to learn about these products. They use frequencies, natural energies for EMF protection, cardiovascular health, mind-body health, weight loss, and even to help with food freshness. So, and we used to do this with light and frequencies as well. So this is really innovative, patented Tesla technology that's used for health and wellness. So I want to tell you a little bit about what Biofield resonance technology is, first of all. So Nature's Frequencies actually manufactures products that use a proprietary blend of programming of Biofield resonant technologies, BRT. It's really combining Tesla technology with sound and light frequencies. So our Biofield resonant technology programming really assists in applying the electromagnetic energy in the nature of the subtle energy frequencies to reduce the quantum noise and achieve resonance, to increase the efficiency of the energy exchange. Now, I know that's a lot of technical words, but let me tell you what happens is as we are exposed to more and more electromagnetic frequencies in the air from all of our electronics now, do you know we have 2.7 million times more, actually 2.7 billion times more EMF radiation than we did back in the 60s? And what it is are these very aggressive information carrying waves that are bombarding the airways. We don't see them, but if we did, it would be like a dense fog. We wouldn't be able to see each other. But they are impacting our physiology, our biological health here. And what the cells will start to do is they start to kind of clump together and harden to protect themselves, but it reduces the cell's ability to get nutrients in and toxins out. So actually, ideally, is reducing the effect on the physical body so it can maintain health is really important. So this technology uses very specific homeopathic frequencies that are health-giving frequencies to assist in harmonizing the body's biofield. It is not reducing the amount of Wi-Fi that your equipment puts out, or we wouldn't like that, would we? We all definitely like to use our computers and cell phones. That's not going to go away. But the way we utilize it and protect ourselves is going to be essential. So this particular company actually started back in 2013. So for the last 7 years, they were manufacturing and private labeling products for doctors, naturopaths, chiropractors, medical practitioners, and companies around the world. They have 5 US patents right now, and they use this innovative patented Tesla technology to produce their products to naturally help some of the major health issues on the planet. So, so after producing millions of products for others, they were excited to actually make this available now, offering it direct from the manufacturer, and an international award-winning US patented products are now available directly to you. So this is something that I was excited about, and I want to show you how it changed my health very quickly. By the way, they won 11 awards already, even the prestigious Edison Award. And they have 5 patents with more to come behind their technology. They've been featured on Fox Business News, USA Today, and many other media outlets as well. So the first thing I started using, the first few products, I'll tell you what I started using. Their EMF shields are basically very simple holographic stickers that are infused with frequencies to assist in offsetting the non-ionizing EMF radiation. You can use them on your phone, your computer, your tablet, your iPad, your router, your modem, your smart meter, anywhere you want to. I started with 2, and I put 1 on the back of my phone. Even though I use a radiation protection case on my phone, I still put 1 in there to give me the good, healthy frequencies. And also on my computer, because in my work, I'm on my computer a lot. So this is the first thing I started with, very important. Then I also started using the nitro patch, which are very simple little patches you can put like on your chest, just under the clavicle. And this assists with, they use biofield resonant technology and frequencies to help increase the nitric oxide production in our body, to assist with improving your circulation, increasing your endurance, helping with fatigue conditions, improving athletic performance as well. So I know for myself, I have been at high risk for heart disease for many years, and I have been utilizing all kinds of things, and I used to travel and teach how to help yourself with this. But this is something new. Then I also started using the relief patch because I have a knee problem. I think I've had a bit of a torn meniscus in my knee for a while. So I put 2 of these little clear patches on my knee. Using the biofield resonance technology, it helps with muscle soreness, discomfort, circulation challenges, minor injuries, and ailments. so to relieve some pain and inflammation. And then my favorite has been the earthing card. So this is a card that's a pretty hard card, and this has been supercharged with Biofield resonance technology to help mitigate some effects of the super strong frequencies that we are having now. I know for a long time I've been using like a EMF protective bracelet. I've been using other things in my home. I even have a 5G blocker bracelet that I've been wearing 24/7 as I became very sensitive to these frequencies that were coming at me from all directions. And I found they were not really working very well. They did not do the trick for me. I think now, between the smart meters, 5G technology, we have a lot more powerful electromagnetic waves coming in than we ever have before. But the earthing card, as well as the EMF shields, have actually been programmed with this technology to help protect against that. It helps with range of motion, strengthens the immune system, your energy levels, and general well-being. So let me show you, and I'll tell you how I use this myself. I actually take this card, you can kind of rub it on anywhere in your body where it hurts. You can also run water over it and supercharge your water going into your water bottle or water pitcher. I also just tuck it in my waistband here, so it's right against my belly button, which is a major port in the body that all your blood goes through there every 8 minutes. So at night when I go to bed, I just take it and I slide it underneath my pillow, in my pillowcase on the bottom. And I've been sleeping like a baby ever since then. So let me show you some of my before and after tests. Okay, so I use a HeartQuest Vital Scan, which is a heart rate variability test. I've used this in my practice for a number of years. And what I want to show you here, this is my personal test. What you're going to see here is up at the top here, Friday, April 10th, which is the day I received my products. And before I even opened the package, I thought, let me do my before test. I want to test myself with where I am right now to get a snapshot. And then over on the right-hand column, I have, this was 4 days later. So I was actually floored at the difference that this made for me. So let me explain to you what this means. At the top here, you're going to see the stress index is the effort required to achieve balance. Should be between 10 and 100. That was at 433. My body was way overstressed. And the second test, the after test on the right side, it came all the way down. This is just after using these products. Actually, I got the earthing, the EMF shield, the nitro patches and the relief patches on Friday. So I put them on after this test. This is 4 days. And the earthing card I ordered the next day, that came in on Monday. I only had the earthing card for 24 hours. I had it on my body. And this is my after test. So my stress index came way down. What you're going to notice here, let me explain the circles here. The green is, this is your nervous system. Green is the parasympathetic nervous system, and the yellow is your sympathetic nervous system. So those both make up your autonomic nervous system. The red is your central nervous system. So this was way out of balance for me. Ideally, the green, the parasympathetic, should be dominant. That's our ability to rest, repair, renew, digest, sleep, take care of all your normal body functions. Should a stress occur, that will go down, and your sympathetic nervous system, which is the yellow, will kick in, say, okay, I'm dealing with the stress. I don't care about digesting or sleeping or resting or repairing right now. I have to deal with something important. Ideally, that should only happen a couple of times a month. We deal with the stress, we run from the tiger, and then we relax and go back into balance. For almost everybody that I see, people are overstressed these days from all different kinds of reasons, whether it's toxins in our food, air, and water, media stress, social stress, everything that's going on right now, as well as electromagnetic stress from too many electronic devices. We are way out of balance with nature. So you'll see the after test, my stress index came way down, which was great. And my central nervous system really calmed down quite a bit. So things started to balance out. This was after just 4 days using these frequency products on my body. So at the bottom screen here, the autonomic nervous system balance on the left, you'll see it should be between 35 and 145. It was 589. My body was overstressed. And I eat healthy, I eat organic foods, I only use natural, um, supplements or nutrients. So this was way overstressed. If you look at the right side, wow, that came down tremendously to 202. But let me explain SDNN. This is your body's self-healing potential. This is your immune system's ability to heal. It actually stands for standard deviation from normal to normal. Should be between 55 and 65. My immune system was very low here at 17.5. After using these products for just 4 days, it went up to 39.5. And if you see the circle in the center, this is like really highly out of balance, highly distorted nervous system. Where the green circle here, this is normal balance of the nervous system. So my body came into balance very quickly. Then you'll see the vital force, which is really like your life force, your chi. Should be between 50 and 500. This was very low for me at a 5. This was before I started using these. Then 4 days later, it went up to 49, which is actually a big improvement. And my central nervous system started to come more into balance, which was really helpful for me. Now, here is a look at the neurohormonal regulation. This means how well are your neurotransmitters and hormones balancing themselves, okay? Your brain is like a natural chemistry set, putting out neurotransmitters and hormones to keep balanced. Should be between 50 and 100%. As you see, my before test over here on the left was only 17%, extremely low. And the HPA-D is your hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal axis. And I was all the way up at the top of the red bar there, it was highly out of balance. So my after test here, just using these products, and I have been working on balancing and strengthening my adrenals. They became exhausted, using many different things for a long time. And I got the best results 4 days after using these patches. So my neurohormonal regulation went up to 50% just in that time. Balance became into normal levels again. And my hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal axis actually came down to the yellow zone, which is much, much better. Then the bottom screens here is your metabolic energy resources. This should be between 150 and 600. Mine was extremely low at 41. This is like your metabolic energy. So let me explain. The blue side here is your anabolic state. That is your parasympathetic's ability to build metabolic energy resources for you to use for your normal healthy functions during the day. Then the red bars here, little boxes, are actually your catabolic state, which means that's your sympathetic nervous system's ability it's using up energy resources, okay? What was happening here was the blue side here was 18 and the red was 23. I was actually using up more energy resources than my body could possibly build, and they were extremely low. So after just 4 days using these patches and my little earthing card, on the left side, you're going to see my metabolic energy resources really came down to a nice balance. So 171. And the blue side here came up to 96. I had a lot more energy resources. My energy feels so much better. The first night I slept like a baby. I have been sleeping great. And I thought, wow, that is huge relief. After having a year of trying everything under the sun to deal with the insomnia that came from too much information carrying waves at night. So, and then the red side here, I was building more than I was utilizing. So this is excellent. Let me show you the next screen, okay? So psycho-emotional state should be between 50 and 100%. Mine was low at 13%. My after test on the right side is 51%. Green light, that was excellent. Then over back here again, on the left side, brain toxicity was in the red zone, which means warning, and ICP stands for inflammatory cerebral parameters. So I had high inflammation of the brain as well. If you come over here on the left side, my brain toxicity was gone. There's still some inflammation. And then we have neurotransmitters here, the norepinephrine, epinephrine, dopamine, acetylcholine, GABA, and serotonin. So those only changed a little bit, but many other things were extremely helpful. Then it also measures the brainwave patterns. So delta brainwaves are deep, slow, gentle wavelengths that are actually like deep unconsciousness, unconscious sleep. Theta brainwaves are a slow brainwave that is like regular normal sleep, deep relaxation. Alpha brainwaves is like your quiet, awake mind just before you go to sleep at night, when you wake up in the morning. And then beta brainwaves are your busy, active thinking mind during the day. And gamma brainwaves are like spirituality, intuition, imagination. So this particular pattern where the delta waves were high, I actually see a lot in my practice, which means your brain is exhausted, it's fatigued, it's overstressed, it's overtired. So here I actually had a little bit more theta brainwaves come up as well, which was really a good improvement. Here we're showing level of biorhythmic coherence, which means how well do all your 600 body functions work together in coherence. So my level here should be between 50 and 100. I was only at 5%. This was a very disrupted biorhythmic coherence. Now on the right side, you're going to see after using these products, after 4 days, my biorhythmic coherence came up to 55%, which is the totally normal range, and a much healthier brain. Now, if you look at the bottom two screens, on the right side, my actual age is 62. My body biologically felt plus 7 years older, like a 69-year-old. That was not great. And I've been doing lots of things to help myself for the last year. Then after and that was including using my 5G blocker bracelet and my pendants 24/7, they just were not doing the trick. This was on the right side, 4 days after getting my products with Nature's Frequencies, the frequency patches and card. So here, my body felt 11 years younger. So it went from feeling like a 69-year-old down to feeling like a 51-year-old. That is phenomenal. I was thrilled. Now here, we're going to look at the pieces of pie, the colored pie chart here on the top. So the blue is the cardiovascular system. What you're going to see on the left side, my cardiovascular system was very stressed at 5%. That's very poor. That's high risk. I've been dealing with this for many years and using lots of products and supplements. Now, on the right side, the cardiovascular system went up to 55%. That's using the nitro patches on my chest. It opened up the nitric oxide, relieves the inflammation, had everything flowing and open again. Then the green is the autonomic nervous system. That was very low on the left side at 11%. The autonomic nervous system on the right screen here went up to 62%. My nervous system balanced out and went back into normal, healthy function again. Do you know how thrilling that is for me? So neurohormonal regulation is the orange pie here. That was very low at 17%. After using these products, it went up to 50%. Much better improvement. And then this beautiful violet color, one of my favorite colors, the psychoemotional state. It was very low at 13%. And as you see on the right side, it went up to 51%. Everything improved. Now, look at the bottom two screens. The blue pie there represents the average health of somebody my age, the average 62-year-old. I was 18% less healthy than the average 62-year-old. Now, after using the products, the blue pie again on the right side is the average health of somebody my age, and the green was my health. I was 25% more healthy than the average 62-year-old after using these products. That was a huge improvement. This is very exciting. I want you to understand this. Let me go to the next screen. What I want to show you here, this shows us mineral and hormonal ratios and balances, where for the most part they were very similar, but The middle bar here, which says inflammation index, it went from being way up into the high zone to low. My inflammation came way down, which was excellent. And this shows us things like your cortisol, DHEA, your estrogens, pregnenolone, insulin, thyroid hormones, and my thyroid at the very bottom there, inflammatory factor. The thyroid was very much inflamed. And now that's down into the green normal range, which was excellent. Here, this shows us the 12 meridians. Now, the meridians I look at as 12 different rivers or streams that flow in the body, just like rivers and streams do, to bring energy to different organs, glands, and body systems. So that part is pretty much okay, but at the bottom, I want you to look at total power. This is like your battery charge. This should be in the green zone, right? And on the right here, on the left, you're going to see my total power was extremely low in the red zone, 253. And my total power came up to 1328. If you look on the left side here, on the right, which was excellent. So it's like my battery was finally getting recharged. The stress had gone down. Things were opening up. My systems were balancing out. That was phenomenal. This is a look at the chakra system, which are the energy centers in the body. They bring energy to the glands, the body systems, the emotions throughout the body. So the crown chakra at the top was originally 13%. On the right, it went up to 52%. It really opened up. The third eye, which regulates right here, pituitary, hypothalamus, pineal gland, was only 15%. That came way up to 46%. This is in 4 days. Now, the throat chakra went from 15% up to 50%, which is excellent. The green here is the heart chakra. That went from 10% all the way up to 61%. Huge, huge improvement. Then the yellow is the solar plexus, the stomach and the gut area. That went from 11% up to 61%. Huge, tremendous improvement. The orange is the sacral chakra that governs the reproductive organs and the intestines for people, large intestines. That tends to be lowest for almost everybody, especially as we get older, because your reproductive organs aren't vital to life as you get older. When your body's challenged, your body will reduce the circulation to these areas first to help get more energy up to the heart. So that was only 8%, went up to 37%. And then finally, the red is the root chakra. That went from 5% all the way up to 55%. So I was just floored when I saw this test result. Usually I see little bits of changes when people come periodically and we see little bits of improvement. This was a major jump. This was significant. This is your peak performance index. This is like your endurance level. So on the left, you're going to see the average peak performance for somebody my age was 3.0, and mine was 1.2. My endurance levels were much lower. And then on the right, you're going to see the average for my age is 3.0 at the bottom, but my peak performance was now up at 5.5. So my energy levels improved tremendously. So that was most of the screens there. That showed us the improvements. So I was amazed. Frequencies, everybody knows we're all energy at this point. A lot of people understand that. So you really have to look at the energy and the frequencies to help heal the body. So when you're using frequencies that are health balancing and health giving, the body can now maintain a proper level of balance. And it helps to neutralize the effect on our physiology of so many electromagnetic frequencies coming into us at all times. So I really encourage you to think about this, take a look at it. Please get back to me or whoever shared this with you, because they did it because they're excited too and they cared for you. So get more information about how you can use some of these excellent health products as well. So I thank you for taking the time for checking this out, and I look forward to hearing from you. So take good care. Thank you.